Bence dizlerinden destek al. Onu aşağıdan çek kanka.
Çocuğa bir şey söylemek çıldıracak. 5 senedir mümkün olacak.
Kanka.
In our previous lesson, we talk about strategy and strategic management. We said strategic management can be taught under two headings. Strategy, yes, and management. What is strategy?
Game.
Yes, this is a game plan or action plan. Strategy is an action plan to achieve your goals, to achieve what you want to achieve. And we call what you want to achieve is vision. So, strategy is an action plan to achieve your vision. We said everybody may have different strategies based on their interests, based on their areas. For example, a football player will have a strategy, may have a strategy how to take the ball to the goal, or another person, a football keeper, will have a different strategy how to stop the ball. So, any kind of game plan to achieve your vision based on your interest. And we said management can be divided into three parts. The first one is manage. The second one, man and tactfully. We said, what is tactfully?
Deal with
Yes, deal with.
different people.
Yes. I will turn to you and I will smile, I will turn to you and I will be angry maybe. So, to deal with different people in different way. And manage using of
Resources.
yes, using of resources. But we saw that yes, there is no abundant resource in the nature. All resources are scarce. So you need to use your sources in efficient and effective way. This is called as optimum. So to manage is using of scarce resources in optimum way. Is it right? As a man, as a manager, you will get things coming from different people, yeah, by using scarce resources in optimum way. This is management.
Where you said discuss resources, the other one is efficient and the second one is what?
Second one is effective. And efficient and effective, if we combine these, we call this optimum. Yes. Okay. We said our entire concept is related with business. And all business exists in an environment. You have to act in a manner convenient to the environment where you are running your business. We gave an example from sales manager of Coca-Cola. You remember? Yes. Failed marketing strategy. And we said that you have two options. The first one is if you wanna be successful in this environment.
Cross the limit.
I cross
Yes.
the limit.
Yes.
And
the
find
first
a
Then
option,
we will find a way with it in
Yes.
one
Think out
all
of the box.
you will cross the limits, or you will find a way valid in all circumstances. We gave examples for this. We tried to fill a matrix. There's a way valid in all circumstances for 3 by 3 matrix, 5 by 5, or maybe 99 to 99 matrix. And to cross the limits, we try to connect all 9 points by using 4 straight lines without taking our hand from paper. Okay, and then we said, please make a list for everything. And strategy strategy is about choice. We mentioned from Eisenhower. Who is Eisenhower? 34th President of United States. He noticed that the things we deal with in our daily routine are generally not important. They are urgent. We say they are urgent, but they are not actually important. And the important things we are categorizing the important things as not urgent. So he developed a matrix, Eisenhower matrix. You can easily remember by keeping in your mind for the do, what is this? Decide, delegate, delete, and delete. Okay? By using this matrix, you can clarify your mind. Firstly, you will do this quadrant. You schedule this quadrant. You will delegate this part of the matrix, and you will delete these tasks. And you said you have to be careful. If you remember from Turkish Airlines advertisement from Muscat. Yes. And you have to be decisive. A mouse example. Okay? And today, Emre, how are you?
Fine.
Are you okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Sesin gitmiyor, rahat rahat konuşabilirsin.
Kıl oyunlarını çok mu sevdin?
Örnekler önemli.
Bugün akıl oyunu yok. Pareto
Kardeş
analizlerde.
onlar bizi aşar boş ver.
Güzel.
Ama hocam dediğim mantığını çözdüm yani ben. Onu da sayıların nasıl yerleştirildiğini bulamadım sadece.
Tarık'a sorabilirsin. O şey yapmış.
Ben biraz baktım.
Yüksek lisans mı yaptın?
Pek de merak etmiyorum.
İnternetten araştırdım. Biz de çekiyoruz.
Yüksek
Kamera
lisans
yok.
nerede? Aa için her şey yapar.
Hoca konuşmadan sonra aradığınız zaman
Şarjın yetecek mi?
Önemli değil, şey yapabilirsin, birleştiririz.
Sıkıntı yok hocam.
Stockholm
kesildi.
sendromu.
Ben bakarım
Aynen. Şu mikrofon al, şu mikrofon. 102 için. Arkadaş 5 dakika şöyle vermek
Suyu
istiyor.
çeker.
Çanta da burada mı diyorsun? Nasıl?
Maçla alakalı.
Bu akşam Manchester'a verin.
Dünkü mağlubiyetten
Okay,
sonra
this is
Türk Hava
Eisenhower
Yolları-
matrix. Do, decide, delegate, and delete.
Vision.
Yes. For example, vision of a country may be winning of battle. What will be their strategy? Winning a battle in less than a week without much loss to human life by December end. Planning where to send the troops to win the war, and tactics how soldiers should run in a zigzag pattern to decrease the chance of being shot.
Hilal taktiği hocam.
Maybe. This is a tactic used by Ottoman Empire. Today, we will talk about Pareto analysis. If you look at literature, you can see many different this analysis: Pareto principle, Widal fifth, trivial many, power law, participation inequality, 80-20 rule. The most common name is 80-20 rule, and ABC analysis technique. In 19th century, Wilfredo Pareto noticed that 80% of Italy's wealth is owned by 20% of people. And then he looked in other countries. This rule was valid for all countries, for England as well. 80% of England's wealth was owned 20% of England people. So this rule, called as Pareto rule or 80-20 principle, we said that 20% of something always are responsible for 80% of the results. For example, 80% of your problems come from generally 20% of your customers. 20% of your activities produce 80% of your results. About 30% of your customers produce 80% of the results.
O niye öyle?
It's not wrong. It cannot be fit all the time 80 or 20. Sometimes it is 70-30 or 75-35. It's possible. Some higher or some less values are also valid.
Then can we call it Pareto analysis?
Yes, of course. This is generic name is 80-20, but some high and less
Because
values are valid.
we learned it from the Six Sigma lesson, and teacher said us it is the optimum point, 20% and 80%. We didn't know this.
We cannot say okay. They can say optimum, but you cannot fit all the time to this value. Okay, to this proportion. We will see in our examples. 20% of your products and services account for 80% of your profit. So you will always first focus on the important 20 because they will bring 80. Have you ever noticed that in your wardrobe, generally, we wear 20% of our clothes in 80% of our life? Have you ever noticed? Please be careful. You will see this is right. And generally, 80% of fun, entertainment, happiness comes from 20% of our friends. So you can develop a strategy in your private life as well. You can focus, you can spend your time to this 20%. Maybe. By doing so, you can save more time to make more productive things in your life. If you look around, pretty much everything follows this principle. You see, 20% of inputs, generally 8% causes and 8% of outputs. Cause, effect, effort, products. First of all, you will collect your data and then you will identify the problems. In every company, in huge amount of reports are produced in every year, every month, every day, Turkish Airlines, this is weekly delay report. As a manager, when you see this report, you can just look at the report, but you cannot have any idea about the big picture. This is another report, graph of these values. Weekly delay report of Turkish Airlines from 40th week. You see here on-time performance of the aircraft, of the flights. And this is on-time performance of Anadolu Jet. By looking at this report, what can you say? Yeah, can you say anything? It's always changing. Yes, this is always changing, but where you will focus and how you will change, how you will solve this problem, delay problem.
We can look at other destinations close to this flight. I mean, there is a
All flights.
okay.
here.
I mean, we can separate it into separate it. We can base on only one day. For example, today there is a traveling flight and
Yes.
there is a delay on it. But we can go to order and we can find another vehicle to reach the travel. Turkish Airlines did that. For example, this can be solution, and we can analyze all days because it's unpredictable, and
Yes.
we cannot guess another week what will happen. That's why we need to analyze it for a day.
Yes, but by looking at historical data, you can make a guess. You can see a picture, general picture. For example, where is it? Okay, for example, if you carry out a Pareto analysis here, you can see what causes to these delays. And Harabi,
Disconnection.
maybe, we don't know, it's possible misconnections might be a possible cause. But you cannot,
Because weather condition.
yes, weather connections as well, but you cannot see this from this picture, from this report. So you need to run an analysis, extra analysis. For example, here, some airline complaints collected by an airline. This is real data. In week 1, 2, 3, 4, for a month, data were collected. These are complaints. Complaint about lost baggage. In total, 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 complaints about lost baggage. You see, in a month. Baggage delay. How many baggage delay complaints were collected? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23. Okay. Misconnection. How many? 7. 4. 2 and 3.
7.
7. Poor cabin service.
14.
14. And ticketing error. 2. This is a monthly report you encountered when you opened your computer at the end of the month as a manager, and you see this. What will you do?
Baggage delay effect?
Baggage delay and the poor training service.
Yes.
Because that's the way the efficiency. In the baggage loss, I think it's like kind of less. So I mean, as a manager, if I see something like this, I will try to tackle the baggage delay and like find a better solution for the poor cabin service and baggage delay.
Coupon service and baggage delay. Okay. We will make a period analysis. How we run period analysis? First, you will rank all the values in descending order. Okay. So the first one will be baggage delay. Is it right?
Yes.
And the second one, poor cabin service.
The missed connection.
Misconnection. Okay.
Lost baggage.
Lost baggage 4 and ticketing error. These values will represent our bar chart, okay? For example, this is 23, this is 14,
Seven.
this is 7, 4, and 2. First, we will create a graph. Okay. And then, what will you do? Do you have an idea? You know the period analysis, is it right? Okay, what will you do?
We will decide which is the more, which have
Yes, how will you decide?
Yes. From the point numbers. The first is baggage delay, the biggest one.
Why did we draw a graph? So, we are trying to select
The problem, yes?
the the 20%, okay, that causes the 80% of the problems. So we will select which complaints comprise the 20% of the causes. We need percentages, but cumulative percentages. What is total?
50.
50. Okay. Then, what is percentage?
0.20.
70.
What?
74.
74? Okay. What is percentage of 14 in 50?
Hocam 2'de çarpacağız hepsini. 28. 8, 14, 28, 4. Hepsini 2'de çarpacağız.
Tamam, 8 kaç çıkıyor yüzdeden?
Yüzdesini bulmak istedim için hocam.
14'e
işte.
50'ye böl.
Bence 14'ü 2 ile çarptığımızda %28.
Neden iki ile
%28 yapıyor hocam.
çarpıyorsun?
Yüzde tamamladık
Hocam yüzde tamam. Yüzde olarak
Tamam, o
hesaplamıyoruz.
kümülatif. Hayır, şimdi sadece bana yüzdelerini söyleyin. 14
Tamam
bölü 50.
%28 hocam.
Tamam, 27 bölü 50.
O zaman üstteki nasıl %74?
Olmuyor mu?
%74 oldu.
%74 değil ki yukarıdaki.
Gökhan
Yukarıdaki
öyle dedi.
%46 hocam. O 46.
Ben diyorum %70.
Pardon hocam, pardon.
O 46, alttaki 14, 8,
3.5, 37
8, 4.
Kaç?
8.
Söyle. Hayır,
3.5 man.
3.5?
Yeah.
Okey. Ne yapıyorsunuz arkadaşlar? Sadece yüzde alın.
Hocam tamam yüzdesi 14
İki.
yapıyor hocam.
2%.
14 bölü 50 ya. 7 bölü 50. 4 bölü 50.
Yüzdeyi kaldı.
Yüzde.
2% man.
2%.
2. Kanka doğru ya.
Bir tane.
This is very easy model. It's very useful, simple but useful. Okay?
0.5.
O zaman üsttekileri hocam mı
Üsttekiler de
böleceğiz?
yazıyor.
23'ü de böleceğiz.
Ben yüzde tamamladım.
Kanka 14 bölü 50 yapınca doğru oldu.
11.5 11.5'e 7 olacak o zaman onlar da
Arkadaşlar
hocam.
telefonum benim. Çok ayıp oluyor ya. Şimdi
Kat. Kardeşim bunları keselim.
23
Montajda kanka onlar.
Hocam ben söyleyeyim size. Şu 7 0,14
11.5 first one man.
%14 olan yer 0,28.
46 kanka doğru
%14
işte.
olan tamam 20 %28.
28 8,
Sonra
14
üstteki de
olacak hocam.
0,46.
Benim dediğim gibi oldu işte hocam.
2 katıyla çarpın.
İkisini siz yanlış söylediniz hocam. 50'ye böleceğiz dediniz ya.
Ha, yine aynı oluyor tamam.
Çek.
23 bölü 50 oluyor, %46 çıkıyor. Tamam doğru.
Dünyanın ilgili
Hocam biz
İkiyle
burada
çarpınca
yüzdelik,
da aynı
yüzdelik bir
şey.
değer bulmaya çalışmıyoruz. Mantığımız
Yes,
değil.
you are trying the
Tamam,
percentage
yani-
of this number
Ya
in total.
50'de 23 ise yüzde de
Hepsini 2 ile
46
çarpın işte
Evet hocam.
Yes.
14 doğru işte.
You're
Ben yanlış mı yaptım
8.
hocam? Düşünüyorum.
Ya neden bana yanlış şey söylüyorsun?
ne
İlk
bileyim.
başta ben yazdım.
Hocam benim
Hocam hep
dediklerim
Gökay
doğru
karıştırdı.
işte.
O
İki ile
%74 dedi
çarpacak
başta.
dedim, arkadaşlar değiştirdi.
8'e o da 4 olacak. Değil mi? Mantık olarak.
Okay.
Siz %50 dediniz hocam, biz sayıların %50'si olarak şey yaptık. Ondan dolayı o 2'ye bölünmesi.
Percentage of these values in total, okay? Then, is okay? 46, 28, 14, 8, and 4. You need then cumulative percentages. You will go by adding the next one. 46 plus 28. What is it? 74, okay? 74 plus 14. 88 plus 4. Sorry. Plus 8. 96 and plus 4, you will reach 100%, okay? Then you will create your Pareto graph. You see the same graph here. First one, baggage delays, poor cabin service, misconnections, lost baggage, and ticketing errors. By starting the first bar, you will draw a line. How you will draw? By taking reference point as cumulative percentage. For example, here is baggage delay. You see cumulative percentage is 46. So from the right axis you will find 45, okay? And the second one, poor cabin service, cumulative percentage is 74. You will come from 74. This point represents 74, okay? This next one, 88. You will find 88 cumulative percentage from right axis and will come to the here. You will put a dot here again. You will put a dot and here a dot, 46. And for lost baggage, the cumulative percentage is 96. From right axis, you will find 96 and will come again. You will put a dot, and lastly 100%. 100% is here, the last dot. By connecting these dots, you will have a line. After that, based on the Pareto analysis, Pareto rule, 80-20 rule, you will come to 80, okay? By drawing a straight line here, by drawing a straight line from 80%, you will see the most important 20. Okay? This is another example. Who can help for solving this problem? problem? Please, Ali. An airline company uses a central telephone bank and semi-automated telephone process to take reservations. It has been receiving an unusually high number of customer complaints about its reservation system. This is again a real data. The company conducted a survey of customers, asking them whether they had encountered any of the following problems in making reservations. Have you ever encountered, we are asking to the customers, have you ever encountered with a problem about busy signal, disconnection, poor connection, too long a wait to talk to someone, waiting too long, you can say. Couldn't get through to an agent problem you can say. Couldn't get through to an agent. Or connected with the wrong person. Suppose a survey of 744 complaining customers resulted in the following frequency. Too long a wait, 184. 184 customers said, I waited too long. 10 wrong person, transferred to the wrong person. They received 85 complaints about agent, couldn't get through to an agent. 85. 37 customers said we got disconnected. And most part of the customers complained about busy signal, 420. And lastly, 8 of the customers said poor connection was my complaint. So based on this, can you construct? So as a manager, you saw this report, customer complaints report.
Can I get one more?
Of course.
İlki 420 miydi hocam?
120.
And what will you do? What will you do as a manager when you encounter this report?
Toplam 744 mü Gökay?
Kanka toplamadım. Şu 189 mu? 184.
Hocam bizi single 120 ile 400.
400.
403. In every day, we see this type of reports.
746 çıkıyor.
Okay? But generally, managers are just looking at the reports. They are
744
doing nothing.
184.
Buradaki ben mantık şey mi hocam? Yüzdelik dilim olsun, tablo mu olsun yani?
You will try to select most important problems to deal with them because you need to focus on the right problem. By solving right problem, by solving important 20% of the problems, you can solve 80% of the problems, okay?
%138.
44.
44.
438 ya? 420
189 mu oldu?
31 değil o 37 o.
Hangisi?
37 ikincisi.
37 mi?
Aynen.
Yes, sir. What's up?
Bir dakika kanka.
First of all, what will you do? Can you explain?
First of all, I'll get the percentage of all these.
Yes.
That's 56%.
Okay. Can you confirm the values simultaneously? Mustafa, we are running Pareto analysis. It is very simple but very useful tool in management. He just ordered the values in descending form from the biggest value to lowest value. Okay? And then he's taking percentages. Emre, are you okay?
Hocam yuvarlayalım. 4'e 9'u mesela 5 diye yazalım mı kalsın böyle?
Aynen hocam.
Ama o zaman 100'den fazla çıkar değil mi?
Yes.
Doğru. O zaman o tam 56 olmuyor ama onu da düzeltelim istersen.
Okay, what's the exact value?
56.5 herhalde o.
56.4 küsür diye gidiyor.
Ha, öyle mi gidiyor?
Okay, 56.4 here.
Can be 7 because if you add 1 plus 1, then it goes to 10. So totally it's 57%.
Okay, we need to feed to 100%.
Okay.
Aynen. 56.45 45.
Okay.
It's 4.97 almost.
Pareto analizi o.
96 çıkıyor.
Sıfır ödemedim yani. Yüzde tamamlıyoruz işte yüzdelerini bulacağız. Sonra işte tablo çizip 80-20'yi bulacağız. Optimum koyun gitti. Aynı.
Totale görünce zaten
Şunların yüzdesini hesaplayacağız
tamamlanması
sadece
gerekmiyor mu hocam totali? Hepsinin yüzdesini aldığımızda, yüzdeleri topladığımızda yüzde tamamlıyoruz.
Aynen.
You will have. Yes, you will have.
Hocam şimdi şeyde var mı? Küsuratlardan kullanacağız. Hocam tam yüzde tamamlı olmuyor ki.
Ama onun çıkması için tüm çıkan küsuratların hepsini yazmamız lazım. O yüzden çıkmıyor.
Ondan mı acaba?
Aynen.
Yes, we will show this for you.
Makinede çıkan küsuratların hepsini yazsak tamamlar yüze de.
If you add this, you can add.
From here, ma'am. From here.
Okay.
From here I can add it.
So what is this? You will add to
Halil rahat ol dedi.
Öbür derste işlesin.
Bir tane daha olduğu için diğer konuda.
99.855. 855.
Çift tablo var.
99.855. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what will you do? The first step.
I'll make from here which values on the second side. From this side it's 10, 15, 20 according to the graph, and from this side it's
Cumulative percentage.
yeah, it's like 10. Because on the graph there is one cube is equal to 5.
Yes, the
5 rows.
yeah.
So
Okay,
this
here will be
yeah.
100.
So we can guess that 420 and its value is here
And what's cumulative value?
56.4541.
Okay.
That's here. I think that's here.
Okay.
So we make
So
a
just
dot.
put a dot
Yeah.
where it fits.
We start from the line here or the wrong side.
No, firstly you will just put the dot. What is the value of
56.451.
Okay.
Hocam kümülatiflerin şeklini çizsek
10, 2, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Right?
Yeah.
İmza
And
imza alıyorlar.
56.
Niye uğraştırıyorlar? Kimde kime imzalatacağız biz ya?
You will have a dot here.
Yeah.
İmzalar
Okay,
mı?
and
Ben
then
geçen
second.
gün imzalamadım.
It's 184.
What is the cumulative value of the second?
61.42.
61. Yes.
And,
You will have a dot here. Okay?
and the third one is 62.495.
Okay.
It's here, and we have a dot here.
Here.
Yeah. And
The next
one
complaint
is
has-
at 87.225.
Okay, from
It's
87.
from here. So we can
It's
that's 70 and 80.
70, 80. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. From here. And next one.
Next complaint has.
98.5150.
Okay.
From here. So it's here.
And last one will come to
Yeah,
100.
1%.
Here?
Yeah, it's here.
98% will come to this.
Yeah.
Okay, then you will connect all dots. And then, based on the name of this rule, 80-20 rule, you will
Aynısı böyle.
draw a straight line from 80.
Aa,
Okay.
benim için sıkıntı yok.
Draw a line. And then, from here, you. Yes. So,
37.
you will focus these 4 problems.
Yeah.
Firstly, you please don't spend your time, because spending time on these complaints mean wasting your time. First, you will focus on these problems,
Yeah.
because by solving these problems, you can eliminate 80% of the problems seen on the report. Okay? So let's have a break. Thank you very much for your performance. Let's have a break after break.